all, welcome to our next class. Today we have to discuss about capillarity. Previous class we have discussed about what is Pascal's law and the applications of Pascal's law. In that class we are discussing that when we are applying an external force to a fluid, that force is experiencing fully through that fluid, and on the basis of the applied force there is a produced force is here. When we are applying a force and there is a production of other force having higher strength based on area of cross section of the device. That is Pascal's law. When we apply a force to a fluid, that force is equally experienced in all through that liquid, and based on the applied force, there is a new force is produced, and that new force, the strength of that new force is based on the area of cross section. The applied force is having small area of cross section, but the force that is produced from the area having a higher area, the force is comes to higher. It is based on the area of cross section. And in Pascal's law, we are saying that here is a applied force for rising of water. And today we are discussing about capillarity. What is capillarity? There are so many situations in our daily life. Water is rising without any external force, or liquids are flowing without any external force. But in Pascal's law, there is an applied force. And today we are discussing how the water is rising against the gravitational force, or it's floating, or it flows. Liquids are flows against gravitation. For this we want to see our slide. In this slide, we can see that two beakers. First beaker is filled with water and the second one is filled with mercury. And in water-filled beaker, there is a capillary tube. Both of these beaker having capillary tube. And in the water-filled beaker, the capillary tube having a rising of water level, and in the mercury-filled beaker, the capillary tube having no rising of water. In first beaker, the rising of water is more, and in the second beaker, there is no rising of water. In the first beaker, the water is, or the level of fluid is higher or rising, and in the second case, the level of fluid is not rising. That is, here water is rising against the gravitational force. That is, in all of these objects, there is a gravitational force that is acting downward. And this water having that gravitational force. But the gravitational force is downward, but against the gravitational force, there is a rising of water. Rising of water is in the opposite direction of gravitational force. But in the case of mercury, there is no rising of mercury, and this form is known as depression. Here the mercury is in depressed form, and here the water is in the form of rising form. Okay, and this rising of water or rising of liquid is known as capillary rise. What is capillary rise? So, capillary rise. The rising of water in a tube against gravitation or against the weight of water is known as capillary rise. Capillary rise. Here the capillary rise is against the gravitational force and weight of the liquid. And the rise is occur through a narrow tube that is known as the capillary tube. And instead of capillary tube, there is any other occasion. The rising of water is occur against the gravitational force or against the weight of that body, and that rising of water is known as capillary rise. And in the case of mercury, we are discussing that here the mercury is in the form of depression. Here rising and here depression. So from both of these cases, we want to define capillarity through slide. Capillarity. The rise or depression of a liquid in a narrow tube or a minute hole is capillarity. The rise or the depression. The two cases are including capillarity. The rise or depression of liquids through a narrow tube or minute hole is known as capillarity. And this is the capillary rise and this is the capillary depression. Capillary depression is in mercury and capillary rise in water. So the capillary rise and capillary depression are both of known as capillarity. The rising or depression of liquid through any tube, minute tube or minute hole is known as the capillarity. And we have a simple experiment. I am having a yellow colored water in this small pot, and I dip a piece of chalk to it. We can see that there is a rising of water in the chalk piece. Can you see that? Here we are not applying a force to this chalk piece. Just dip this chalk piece to this colored water. But the colored water is rising through these small pores of the chalk piece. Okay, so here the rising is occur and that rising of water is capillarity through a narrow tube or narrow holes. And this is an example of capillarity. And ink is taken through some used pens. Liquid form of ink is used in some types of pens. And in that time, the ink is coming upside. And we dipping the chalk to ink, we can see that the ink is spreading through the chalk piece. That is here the capillarity is. That is the capillary rise is occurring here. That is the rising up of water molecules in that small holes or that tube is known as the capillarity, and that is the capillary rise. And we have to discussing about another topic. For this, we can see some images. In this, we can see that 3 images. A small pin is in a beaker and it's floating on the surface of beaker. An insect is sitting on the surface of water and the bubbles of water in a lake. From this, we can see that from all of these images, there is something on the surface of water. There is something on the surface of water that makes or that helps the floating of that paper pin on the top of water. And that insect have sitting on the surface of water. And there is the formation of bubbles on the top of the lake. There is something on the top of water, and what is this? We have to discuss the slide. Surface tension. Due to the mutual attraction of the molecules on the surface of water, the surface is structured like a membrane. The force is responsible for this is called surface tension. And surface tension is the reason for floating the paper film and sitting the insects on the top of water and the formation of bubbles or liquids. Okay, so what is surface tension? Here there are some water molecules on the surface of water. Molecules are fully in water, but the surface molecules acts like a structured membrane. The surface molecules are acted like a structured membrane, and the force behind it is known as surface tension. This upper layer of the liquid is acting like a stretching membrane, and the surface molecule is the reason for the stretched membrane, and the force behind this is known as the surface tension. And because of surface tension, the paper film is floating on the surface of water, insects having the ability to sitting on the top of water, and the formation of drops of liquid. All of these are based on surface tension. And we are discussing that there is some molecules on the surface of water. And that surface molecule is make the upper part of liquid like a stretched membrane. Okay. And we have to discussing about how many or different types of molecules are here on the surface of water, and what is the attraction between different types of molecules and same type of molecules. This slide. Adhesive force and cohesive force. The attraction between the molecules of the different type is called adhesive force. And cohesive force, the attraction between the molecules of the same type is known as cohesive force. In cohesion, there is same type of molecule. In figure, we can see that in cohesion, there are same type of molecule. But in addition, there are different types of molecules. So, we are taking some water in a beaker. There are two types of molecules, water molecules and molecules in beaker. So, there is adhesive force and cohesive force. So, in cohesion, there are same type of molecule, and in addition, there are different types of molecules. So, we are discussing adhesive force and cohesive force. For understanding this, we are taking two drops of water. 2 drops of water. This is a simple experiment. And take a small pen, and that 2 drops is mixing. Now we got a single drop. That is, when we taking 2 drops, I can draw it on board. Two drops of water molecules. Took 2 drops of water molecules and just mix these 2 drops. We can get a single drop. That is, here the 2 drops are water molecules. So the 2 molecules are same type of molecule. This molecule is also H2O molecule, and this is also H2O molecule. So these 2 same type of molecule combine to form a single molecule, and this is also the mixed molecule, that is H2O. Here the molecules are same type, and mixing the same type of molecules, and we got the another molecule, that is the mixed molecule. So here the attraction between same type of molecule. Here the attraction is same type, and this is cohesive force. The attraction between this same type of molecule is known as cohesive force. Attraction between the same type of molecule is known as cohesive force, and the attraction between two different molecules is known as adhesive force. The attraction between two same type of molecule is known as cohesive force, and the attraction between two different types of molecule is known as adhesive force. For an example of adhesive force is that we are writing in a blackboard using a chalk piece. This is the chalk piece having a molecule, and that molecule is writing on the top of the board, and board having another type of molecule. So these two are different types of molecule, but there is an attraction. So the different types of attractions are here, and that type of force is adhesive force. And in whiteboard we are using sketches, and there is always different types of molecules attracted, and this is also called adhesive force. So the same type of molecules are in attraction, that is because of cohesive force, and different types of molecules having attraction, that is because of adhesive force. So we are discussing today about what is capillarity, what is capillary rise, and cohesive force and adhesive force and surface tension. So we are taking some water on a beaker. The water on a beaker, there is adhesive force and cohesive force. Adhesive force between the molecules of water. Adhesive force is between the molecules of, cohesive force is between the molecules of water. Cohesive force is between the molecules of water, that is the same type of molecules. And the adhesive force is that the molecules of water and the molecule that in the container. So there is adhesive force and here is cohesive force. So we have taken some water in a beaker. There is cohesive force and adhesive force. And the cohesive force and adhesive force is basing the capillarity. Okay. And how the cohesive force and adhesive force is basing the capillarity, we have to discuss through slide. Capillary rise occurs when the adhesive force is greater than the cohesive force. And capillary depression is occur when cohesive force is greater than the adhesive force. That is, capillary rise occurs when the adhesive force is greater than the cohesive force. So, in the water beaker, adhesive force is greater than the cohesive force. And in the case of mercury, the cohesive force is greater than the adhesive force. The force between mercury molecule is very high because the same type of molecular force is cohesive force, and it is very greater in mercury. That's why in mercury capillary depression is occur. In case of water, the adhesive force is greater than the cohesive force. That's why capillary rise occurs. And in mercury, the adhesive force is less than that of cohesive force. Here the cohesive force is higher. That is, the attraction between the mercury molecule is very high and very greater. That is, cohesive force is greater, and that's why in the case of mercury, capillary depression occurs. And in the case of water, there is occurs the capillary rise because there is the greater adhesive force than cohesive force, because there is the water between the water molecules, the force is less, the cohesive force is less, and the water and the surface of beaker, that force is greater. That is, the adhesive force is greater. That's why in the case of water, capillary rise is occur. Okay. So today we are discussing about the capillarity, capillary rise, capillary depression, and what is the surface tension, and what is cohesive force and adhesive force, and how related the capillary rise and capillary depression on the basis of capillarity. So what is capillarity? Capillarity is the rise or depression of liquid. Rise or depression of liquid. Capillarity is the rise or depression of liquid against the gravitational force through a narrow tube or hole is known as capillarity. And what is capillary rise? Capillary rise is the rising of liquid against gravitational force, and the capillary rise is occur when adhesive force is greater than the cohesive force, and capillary depression, that liquid does not undergo rising. It's only in the form of depression, and here the cohesive force is greater than the adhesive force. In capillary rise, the example is H2O taken in water, and in capillary depression, example is mercury taken in beaker, and the rising and depression through capillary tube. So, what is capillarity? Capillary rise and capillary depression. And again, we are discussing about surface tension. The upper layer of a liquid, acts like a stretched membrane. And that force behind the stretched membrane is known as the surface tension. Surface tension having a good role in floating paper, pin, and sitting insects on the top of water. And we are discussing about cohesive and adhesive force. The attraction between same molecule is known as cohesive force, and attraction between different molecule is known as adhesive force. And the adhesive force and cohesive force is depending the capillary rise and capillary depression. Cohesive force is more, the capillary rise occurs, and cohesive force is more, capillary depression occurs. Adhesive force is higher, the capillary rise occurs. So today we have to discussing about capillarity, and okay, thank you.